She acted in favor of the right again. A few days later, the fallout from Janja trying to win over evangelicals had spread outrage across Brazil, especially from this great and wonderful group. The women are outraged because it gave the impression, that they are together, mixed in, and it's not just with that handful of people. That's what the PT does. They don't show what's behind the scenes, they only show the surface, right? And then several major influencers because everything is deliberate. Janja, my friends, never does anything by accident. I'll show you here. They're out there, right? Yeah, they're upset because they couldn't make it. It showed even more the disgust that Christians have for Inácio and Janja. Only for his supporters. The secular people are fine. The secular people preach a secular state, right? And then they come and say they have love for Christ. Just tap the like button, come be part of our family, subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, that's right, and smash it, smash it, smash it, so we can reach more people on YouTube. The robot wolves get it. The video is good and helps us, right? I already have something here to show you. Guys, before that, I want to give you an opportunity to show you the water lilies. I always post videos here, which I made recently, 2 kilos a day. Then people say, no, it's the water. This water, look at the images. Look at my face, look at my face. I only sell the product here that I fully trust. Look at my face, look at the image. This was just a few months ago, not even a year ago, just months. I know what I'm talking about. Look, my pants. Look how loose it is, and obviously it's already here. I don't wear a belt, see? You can fit a hand in here. The product works, obviously. Man, I have to have discipline, right? Dieting is like this. We have to plan. But it helps a lot, guys. It was 20 kilos. 20 kilos that I lost, right? After 40, it's harder for us to lose weight. It really is more difficult. Even practicing physical activity every day, and I wasn't able to lose weight. Focus, discipline, I managed to lose it. The images speak for themselves. Look at my face. My face is totally different, right? So it's worth it. For you who don't want to miss this opportunity. An easier, totally natural way. It's a little powder that you add, right? Especially in those greasy meals. It will help you eliminate fat, lose inches. The link is right below. A great opportunity to lose weight in a healthy way. With quality of life, it changes everything. Totally. Pants that didn't fit before start to fit. Our self-esteem gets much higher. That's the fact, right? The link is right below for anyone who doesn't want to miss this opportunity to start losing weight today, okay? What made Lula worried was that recently Flavio had a meeting with representatives, several women, many women and female leaders. That made Lula, It made his hair stand on end. He said, hey, wait a minute, I need to do something. That's why there was that meeting with Janja and all. Flavio is reaching groups that we used to see as kind of resistant, Why? That whole situation with the media, constantly criticizing President Bolsonaro around the clock and all, and we saw women from all over Brazil with huge admiration. Just look at how many are here on the channel, for example. But they tried to ignore it, and Flavio is showing that the female base has a lot of affection for President Bolsonaro's family. There's a text here that I set aside. Take a look. It's all mapped out. Our Janja dropped this gem here, right? About women and such. And I'll tell you guys. Even Catholic leaders, which Lula says he's Catholic, which is absurd. Look at Friar Gilson. Look at Bishop Adair. I'll show you.
For our domain was with many women, and God taking care of us women. But we know that besides God taking care of us, that when I perished...
Look at what she's saying.
She with many women, and God taking care of us women.
Guys, look at this cynicism. She doesn't even believe in God. When the election campaign comes around, the cynicism is impressive. God is looking after us. I'm not trying to speak badly about Janja. She doesn't believe in God. She's not a Christian. She's not a Christian. Her religion believes in something else, right? That's what she believes in. Her religion doesn't believe in God. That's a fact. I'm not trying to create controversy, but it's a fact. She doesn't believe in God. How can she talk about God now?
But we know that besides God taking care of us, which we know He is doing, we also need the state to take care of us. We need a society that also takes care of us.
See? Do you see the move? Besides God taking care of us, we also need a state that takes care of us. Lula is the one who will take care of us. Or of the women, right? Lula is the one who will take care. Man, it's very gray.
We need to walk peacefully through the streets. We need to not...
Look here. This is her audience. It's just a small group, guys. We should note this. No need to be afraid. They aren't regular people. See the suits and ties? They're all aides now, with cell phones and everything. They're all aides and such, just to post on PT's social media.
Getting home and finding a partner who beats us. We need to not be afraid to let our children walk through the neighborhood streets without getting shot.
Did you see how cynical she is? Is it cynical? No, it's cynicism. It's cynicism. She talked about a partner who beats us, even though her daughter-in-law. Lula's son beat up her daughter-in-law. The girl's rib over there even got swollen. She herself reports it. She had to get a restraining order. The guy couldn't get within 100 meters of her. Look how cynical they are. Janja didn't call Natalia skin-carriole even once. Not even once. When Maduro's bodyguard punched that Globo journalist in the chest, Delis Ortiz, if I'm not mistaken, Janja didn't say a word about it. She didn't say a word about it. And several other things that happened in this disastrous administration, she was like, shh, lips sealed. I'm amazed by the cynicism of these people, guys. It's unbelievable. There's this big influence here from her. She said absolutely everything about it. Okay, she exposes what PT's strategy is. She's a big figure here on social media, right? She's gonna be a candidate, okay? She's a strong candidate.
And the one who sues pastors for reading the Bible told the First Lady to smile at an evangelical audience. Do you know what a narcissist does when they realize they're losing you? He sends flowers. Save and share this video with every evangelical you know. Send it to your church group. Send it without saying anything. Let this video do its work. The First Lady attended a meeting of evangelicals from the ruling party yesterday. The name of the event? Faith Their Government? They passed a resolution that pushed pregnant teenagers towards abortion without even having parental consent. Congress had to overturn it because they didn't. While they talked about democracy, another pastor with 20 million followers was investigated for preaching in a hospital that homosexuality is a sin. Religious preaching inside a hospital. 85% of evangelicals disapprove of what this government is doing. Now I need you to pay attention. Because you, as an evangelical woman, have seen this pattern before. Not in the government. Maybe in your ex, the narcissist who humiliates you, controls you, stalks you.
And that's a fact. And here I want to show you something very important. Look how interesting this is. Janja says there's no persecution. Lula never persecuted anyone. Friar Gilson. He was almost arrested by Alexandra de Moraes. Friar Gilson drew attention again on social media after speaking out about the persecution he is suffering. During an emotional speech, he declared that he is not afraid, but he fears not being able to use his social media and even his space for evangelization in the future. Because the word of God is so troubling to them. We are living in dark times in Brazil. Friar Gilson spoke out and described it. He can no longer preach the word of God due to persecution. If the word of God clashes with their interests, then they find a way to censor, silence, imprison, humiliate. No, but look. It was hate speech. That's a fact.
I can't say certain things on TV Cancel Nova anymore, or else Cancel Nova gets sued. Basically, I can't preach the Bible anymore, or Cancel Nova gets sued.
See, I can't put everything because Frey Gilson's videos cause a lot of trouble. Dom Ander isn't like that. Dom Ander is an example. He's an example to be followed. That's a fact. And he issued a warning, look, to the Catholic community, okay? And that includes me, man. Catholic community, which sometimes thinks nothing happened to me, you know? Yeah, so Lula wasn't causing any harm, just let it be. When it hits you, there's no point in complaining. The evangelicals are already aware. Now, as for the Catholics, there are many who need to open their eyes. Not you, my friends who follow me, but many others.
Speaking of freedom, our freedom in Brazil is slipping away. Down the bathroom drain. Today I can't even thank you, others. Now I can't speak because the channel will be reported and it will be shut down. It's just that simple.
Look,
Censorship really took hold last week when the President of the Republic already issued this decree, which is to prevent propaganda promoting terrorism, homophobia, and incitement to extermination, self-destruction, and suicide. And against democracy. Here, all that matters is whether it's against democracy.
that's what we're talking about. Democracy is always dragged into it. They always find a way to bring democracy into it. To say, look, they fight for democracy. Our event is about justice, faith, and democracy. Man, I don't know.
What does it mean to speak out? What does it mean to threaten democracy today? It's when you talk about crimes, talk about corruption, talk about certain authorities who have become untouchable, like gods on Olympus. So you can't do that anymore. We have to hold ourselves back.
Right?
We'll have to work like during the military dictatorship with parables. I'm thinking about creating several elements of a parable so that we can speak the truth in parables, just like in the time of Jesus. Because freedom of speech in Brazil no longer exists.
It doesn't exist. It's over.
What is this? It's the system that wants to control all of us. All of us. The system today already knows where I am, where you are, because that's how the system is. Especially when the system, is coordinated by the ideology of communism. You can't even say the whole sentence at once because big tech will just cut it off.
Look at how technology is, right? And many, like Mr. Aldeano, much older, but he's already understanding how it works, right? Nowadays, right, everyone has access to what's really happening, even the words. We have to speak slowly. There are many words that I say here from time to time here, you'll notice. I speak in a different tone, because otherwise the algorithms pick it up and all that. It could cause a lot of trouble. Now, seeing the Catholic community rise up at this moment is encouraging. Because they're trying to deceive in every possible way. Look here, this guy is one of Lula's biggest influencers. Historian. That guy, Paulina. He's the other one who attacked the evangelicals. That's why the civil police indicted him now, for religious discrimination. The guy said on social media that evangelicals shouldn't have the right to vote. And he's a supporter of Lula. He defends Lula. He's a supporter of Janja, a supporter of Zondo, everything. See how evangelicals are treated just for not wanting to vote for the Workers' Party. Look at what they're doing. This guy here doesn't want evangelicals to vote. He's being prosecuted now, right? There has to be a criminal investigation. Lula doesn't want evangelicals to vote. When he sends out the signal through his influencers, the alert is triggered. The alert is triggered. Look at what they're doing. Then he puts Janja up to play the victim. Look, we're being persecuted, they want to kill our women, and so on. Because this guy here is their idea of what a Christian is, right? He was even expelled just now. This guy here. For the most absurd crimes involving minors, proven, examined, and all that. Now another crime was found here. Look. Accused of using money. He used church money to pay off legal expenses. He was taking money from the church to deal with his own legal matters. It's right here. This is the moralistic Christian they defend. Guys, did you see what happened there? At Erica Hilton's event and all, they brought the demon there, man. Look at this. Look at this. Man, it's insane. It's right there. We're screwed. Adi said that word. And Janja is there. Faith, democracy, right? Faith, democracy, how does it go? Faith, things like that. Democracy. Guys, isn't it pretty clear? I think it's really clear, right? Really clear, right? Here, Saya also talked about the letter from the Evangelicals. There's no such thing as a left-wing Christian, guys. There's no such thing as a left-wing Christian. There's no way. One thing doesn't go with the other. Okay? This here is the worst thing they took over there. For them, it's all of that. Janja says, God forbid. What? God's stuff over there? Her talking? They don't even blush. It doesn't even make them blush.
When I was alone, it was with many women and God taking care of us women.
She doesn't believe in God, guys. Look how she fools people. She believes in something else. She has every right to believe whatever she wants, but don't try to fool us, Janja. You've been exposed. Hit the like button. Come join our family. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on the notification bell. Leave your comments. I'll return soon with more updates here on the Pesa Philos channel, Fabiano Gigay.